Around midnight, we find the witch walking in the graveyard. As she walks through the yard, she passes the graves of Amber and Jane's villains. She carries her shovel till she finds the tombstone. The witch digs deep enough for the dead to rise. She puts her shovel down and tunes her guitar. She hums the tune until it sounds right. With flowers blooming around her, she plays the song.
Why don't we sit right here for half an hour? We'll speak of what a waste I am, and how we missed your beat again.
The ground below her starts to shake.
You're almost gone and I'm okay. I still see your shadow. To give you time to be afraid, but never your face. I remember your presence.
As the witch sings her verse, a hand breaks through the ground. As the tune continues, a body starts to break through. Covered in dirt, the dead shouts in pain, being brought back to life. Once again, death been rewind, and a sin against nature walks. Kasumi awakens from her sleep. As she picks up her glasses, she sees a reflection of herself. She drops her glasses and screams.
Oh my God! What? What have I become?
You've been reborn, my pretty.
What? You bitch. You left me to die.
Kasumi charges at the witch but trips over a flower.
We're even now. However, I need your help.
Even? Look at me, I'm disgusting. Also, I don't understand. How come I have both of my eyes? I lost one from the vultures.
My tune brought you back. Plus it seemed to heal you like it did for my skin.
Kasumi doesn't understand how this was possible, and she has already done this once with the witch. Kasumi puts her glasses back on.
My work isn't finished.
My tune brought you back. Plus it seemed to heal you like it did for my skin.
My work isn't finished.
No, but I do. Besides, we'll be having an army with us this time.
Army? What do you mean, army? You plan to resurrect everyone here? We're not leaders.
No, but I am.
As the queen stands before Kasumi, she snaps her neck.
Now what has happened to my beloved country?
A lot, I'm afraid, my queen. Look, we all have a common enemy. Jane and her maids.
I don't give a shit about the others. All I want is Sally's head.
Get to Jane first. Sally will come to the rescue and you will have your revenge. Promise.
But let me guess. You need my army, correct?
That's right.
Glad they buried me with my guitar then.
The queen shows off her guitar to Kasumi.
Did any of you by any chance bring an amp? Otherwise this is going to be a long night.
The church over there has speakers since they don't have a proper bell.
That will do. Thanks, kid. You're all right.
So how are we doing this?
The witch smiles.
We're taking the fight to them. They won't suspect the two of you to be back. Now come, my pretties. We have much to prepare for in very little time.
The three form an alliance to defeat Jane and Amber's maids. The next morning, Amber is making coffee for everyone. Jane walks in to greet Amber.
Coffee smells lovely. And love your new hair color.
Thank you, Mom. My hair does this when I make coffee. As for the smell, well, when you live as long as I have, you start to pick up on what works with coffee. There's a weird science to it. Just like my hair. Amber gives Jane her coffee. Long night, I heard.
Yeah, some lady shot the defendant. The dead aren't happy about this.
Jane tosses the shell to Amber. Amber inspects the round. Yep, that will do it. Had to be strong to use that weapon.
According to Jim, he thought it was a nun.
Assassin, maybe?
Either way, she needs to be dealt with. She knows of our kind, and that can be dangerous.
Our kind. But aren't you still human?
I thought I was until that cross stunned us. Amber, I think I might be dead somehow. It's hard to explain. Damn, I'm running late. I'll take the coffee to go. Thank you again for the coffee, dear.
You're welcome, Mom. Have a good day.
You too, sweetheart.
Jane and Amber hug before leaving.
Jane makes her way down the hall with a cup of coffee. Artist, waiting in the hallway, greets Jane. Hey Mom, I know you're running late, but I think I have intel about our assassin.
That's great, hun, but can this wait till after work? I'm seriously running late. You know how the dead can be when you're late.
Jane drinks her cup with Artist following her.
If you want, why don't you discuss with Amber about your findings? She a natural leader and knows how to handle what you give her.
Henry flies to Jane and she pets him.
Henry, I'm busy, silly.
Henry rubs on Jane's robe and flies back to Artist, doing the same to Artist's attire. They enter the driveway where Alfred is waiting. Jane gives Artist her cup and kisses her forehead.
I gotta go, but I promise you'll have my undivided attention when I get home. Sober, of course.
They both laugh as Jane enters the car. Alfred waves goodbye to Artist and backs up the car out of the driveway.
Like a shark that smells blood in the water, Sally enters the kitchen, scaring Amber with a smile. Easy, Sal, you almost made me spill the
Coffee.
Yes, coffee. Here you go, you weirdo. Sally takes the cup and sits at the table.
I love coffee,
Sally said with a warm smile. Me too, Amber said, sipping her cup.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, can ruin this nice warm coffee.
Yeah. Alfred wasn't in your room last night, was he? Sally stops drinking her coffee. Looking straight into Amber's eyes, she said.
Nope.
Amber, without breaking eye contact, takes out an open wrapper. Found this in your blanket. Sally remains quiet. Look, I'm glad you're practicing safety, but he can't be in your room alone.
Why not? We're all adults here. Plus he was in my room the other night, remember? In fact, we all fell asleep together.
Sally, you know what I mean. Look, just do a better job at hiding this. I don't need Jane causing a scene, you know. Sally gets up and takes her coffee and leaves.
Tiffany walks in the kitchen wearing her red dress.
Your dress looks beautiful on you.
Amber said, giving Tiffany a cup of coffee. Thank you, Amber. Didn't sleep too well last night.
How come?
Tiffany looks around and leans towards Amber. I think I'm not the only ghost in this house, Tiffany said with a serious look.
Details, please.
Well, after I used the bathroom, I heard weird noises. When I found the source, it came from Sally's room. I think Sally's being haunted. Amber looks at Tiffany with a sad face.
Did the ghost say, "Oh God, yes," or faster?
Tiffany's eyes widen. Yeah, it did. You heard the ghost too? Amber smiles at Tiffany.
Tiffany, that wasn't a ghost.
It wasn't?
Nope. It was a demon.
What?
Yep. Sally must have gotten a demon upset and she tried fighting him. That what you're hearing.
Wow. Tiffany drinks her coffee and chats with Amber. Tiffany is now afraid to walk alone in the mansion at night.
Rebecca walks in the kitchen, greeting Amber and Tiffany.
Morning, ladies.
Rebecca said, taking her cup from Amber.
Morning.
Rebecca sits next to Tiffany.
So, what were we talking about?
We have a demon in the house.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's a demon that's haunting Sally's room.
Rebecca looks at Amber. Amber looks away.
Tiffany, it's okay. I gave Sally something to protect her from the demon. It's this round ring that is made out of rubber.
You what?
Yeah, it captures demons.
Rebecca puts her hand on Tiffany.
And don't worry if you're feeling scared, you can come to me, and I will personally beat the ever-living Xbox out of them.
Tiffany hugs Rebecca, however, it makes it difficult for them to hug due to fun bags. Amber feels uncomfortable and leaves the kitchen. She looks down and breathes. Wish mines were bigger. On the same morning, the three women come together to form a pact. They call themselves the Rot. The witch leads the group with Kasumi being support and the queen being the muscle. Kasumi and the witch watch as the queen gives her speech to her new undead army.
My fellow comrades, welcome to the new army of the dead. For those of you who don't know your leader, I am the queen, the one and true queen of the great country of Wonderland. Many of you died during my invasion of the United States. Some of you didn't make it back to the easy and were left behind. For that I am sorry. As your queen, I have failed you. I would offer my life to you, but it was robbed by the judge and her unjust court. They violated my body and made sure it wasn't a painless death. If anything, view me as one of you. A soul that was lost and broken. However, if you give me another chance, we will rise from the graves we crawled out of. Take this city and destroy this country once and for all. The United States was not founded on freedom. It was taken and raped by the invaders. Now it's our turn to do the same to them. Now who's with me?
The dead raise their weapons in the air. The queen has won her army and is now ROT has become the new threat this city has ever faced. This will be Amber's greatest challenge yet. As Rot make their way to the courthouse, Queen splits up with the pack to lead the charge in the forest. Kasumi and the witch talk.
I don't trust her.
Doesn't matter. We need her army. We'll need many troops on our side to lead the attack. Without her, we have no army.
The witch explained. Kasumi looks around her to see nobody fazed by her appearance.
Why aren't they afraid of us? I was sure my appearance would strike fear.
My flowers are affecting their senses. This makes us invisible to them.
The witch said, holding her flower.
I saw my son. He wasn't happy with what I become. Those words he spoke pierced my heart more than the vultures did.
I know what you mean. Your children can hurt you the most in life. I speak from experience. I won't change what I am. But I understand why my child hates me.
This is my hell. Unable to be with my son.
I'm so sorry, Kasumi. Let's take our revenge. Together. As mother and daughter.
The witch and Kasumi make it to the courthouse. They find the queen blending in the crowd with her troops. As they pass the metal detector, the guard stops them.
Ma'am, are you carrying anything metal with you?
The witch's flowers start to bloom. However, before they could take effect, the queen starts the assault. Her troops attack the guards. The guards are overpowered and the citizens inside are held captive.
You fool. You were supposed to wait.
You're too slow, Grandma. You're wasting time on something we were going to do anyways.
You don't get it. We lost the element of surprise, you stupid cow.
Moo! Can we go now?
The witch slowly regrets bringing the queen along. The queen orders her troops to guard the entrance and to kill anyone that enters.
I told you.
Not right now. We're getting close to her. I can feel it.
The witch and queen stack up behind the door. The queen pulls the pen with her teeth and tosses the bomb in the room.
Jane in her judge form goes through her proceedings as normal. However, before Judge continues the trial, she feels something is off. Judge remains quiet, hearing footsteps. She sends someone at the front door. Suddenly a smoke bomb rolls on the floor. Something in the smoke causes Jane to lose her judge appearance. Jim the zombie starts choking, but before she can help him, armed troops enter the front. Jane disarms one of the troops and a firefight happens. Jane drags Jim behind the bench. Bullets fly above their heads as Jane checks her magazine. She has 8 bullets left. Jane takes a deep breath and with her focus now complete, she opens fire, defeating the troops attacking her. Jane checks on Jim. He's passed out from the pain. Before Jane could do anything else, she is struck from behind by the Queen. Jane's vision starts to drift as she sees the Queen's face smiling. Jane passes out defeated by the Queen. Jane wakes up with troops around her. The Rot stand in front of Jane.
Did you sleep well, my pretty?
Witch. I should have known you were behind this.
Will, can you blame her? Look what you did to us. You fried her like a burnt chicken. Me and Blue Hair Lady look like toppings to a pizza.
Jane looks at Kasumi. Kasumi? Why? We took down the church.
Because I have nothing. My own son wants nothing to do with me.
Jane looks down, defeated.
Why the long face, huh? Your precious maids and that butler will come to your rescue. Too bad they will only fail and die in the process. The best part is that you get to watch.
The Queen laughs.
Although I see why Sally is as strong as she is. Being an undead rocker does wonders to your guitar.
The Queen shows off her guitar to Jane.
Why don't you play a tune?
Of course. It's important for a queen to entertain her guests.
The Queen strums her guitar, causing Jane to scream.
Come, my pretties, let us release the video.
The witch said, holding her phone.
An hour later, everyone gathers around the TV. They see the courthouse is overtaken by the Queen's troops. They see the Queen execute someone on the roof. They've gone too far. Sally holds Alfred's hand when she sees the Queen.
They're baiting us.
But we can't wait all day. They're killing people every hour, and once it becomes night, no one will make it out of the courthouse.
We have to split up. Otherwise, we'll hit a brick wall.
The question is, who faces who?
Everyone remains quiet. Rebecca takes the lead.
Sally, Alfred, and Tiffany go after the Queen. Amber and Artist burn the witch. Daniel and I will defeat Kasumi.
Everyone agrees with the plan.
Sally, Alfred, and Tiffany go after the Queen. Amber and Artist burn the witch. Daniel and I will defeat Kasumi.
What about the hostages?
It's best they remain hidden. We can't have any outside help. They'll only get in the way.
Amber turns off the TV.
If no one has questions, then we leave in 5 minutes. Everyone gathers their gear, preparing their assault on the courthouse. Rebecca puts her father's belt. She also puts on her black gloves. The gloves she used as a criminal, now using it to save lives and punish evil. Artist fluffs her feathers, making them sharp like a knife. Artist thinks of Jane and promises to bring her back home. Artist holsters her feathers and continues to sharpen the others. Sally tunes her guitar. With one strum, it plays the tune to her liking. Amber wears her flannel. On the radio, her critics are questioning her whereabouts. She turns off the radio. Judge me all you want. I don't care anymore. I promise to protect these people, and I'm doing just that. I don't need your praise. Amber cracks a smile and cracks her knuckles. The ladies come downstairs to meet the others. They all look at each other, determined to defeat the Rot and save Jane. They huddle together, wishing each other good luck.
The maids make it to the courthouse. Tiffany recons the area. During her observation, she sees the Queen's troops. To Tiffany's surprise, she sees a mix of dead soldiers and living ones working together. Tiffany is confused as Wonderland is supposed to be a neutral country. Have they gone back on their word? Tiffany thinks to herself. She waits for a passing patrol before giving the all clear. Once Tiffany gives the signal, the maids come out of the bushes. They hear the Queen shouting orders on the second floor. Rebecca spots Kasumi on the rooftop and Henry flies back to Artist, letting her know that the witch is with Jane inside the courtroom.
All right, team, remember the plan. Eliminate our targets, rescue Jane, and complete our task before nightfall. If not, one team has to get the dead out before they go berserk.
Everyone nods and form on their teammates. They all split up handling their objectives.
Rebecca and Daniel manage to sneak in from the window. Daniel hides as he hears troops walking by. The smell of death reeks on the troops. Daniel looks to find 2 people on the ground. This sets Daniel in a rage and attacks the troops. Daniel wastes no time on his hunt. The alarm is started and the troops come to the attack. Rebecca smiles as they surround them. Rebecca and Daniel work together to defeat the troops. This only lasted 2 minutes as each troop was slain in brutal combat. One begs for mercy, however Daniel shows none and goes for the neck. He remembers Bigby's lessons about justice and mercy. Trust your judgment and kill to protect yourself and your family, but never for revenge. Use your rage well and let it guide you in battle. With that in mind, Daniel shows no mercy, knowing if one escapes it could bring trouble to the hospital. After the battle, Rebecca grabs one of the troops' radio and proceeds to the rooftop to fight Kasumi.
As Rebecca and Daniel are causing a distraction, Alfred's team makes it down the hall. They hide in a storage room as the troops go towards the fight.
Do you think we should have helped?
No, right now we have the element of surprise since their attention is with them. If we attack the troops now, they would know our location. Sally peeks out the door and gives the all clear. As they get closer to the Queen, they hear her voice down the hallway. She seems to be upset and is arguing with her troops.
How are you having trouble? You have guns, donkey.
But my queen, they...
Don't pull that with me. Find them and bring Sally alive. She's my kill.
Yes, my queen.
As the troop leaves, Alfred grabs him, but before he could do anything, Sally takes the troop and pulls the pin on his vest. The troop's face shows fear as to what Sally has done. She throws him into the room where the Queen is. An explosion can be heard with screaming.
Amber and Artist walk in the hallway. They pass by the bodies of the lawyers that didn't make it. Artie, are you okay?
To be honest, I'm scared. I just don't understand that woman.
Artist said, checking her corners. Whatever happens, I'm here for you, sis. Amber said, holding Artist's hand.
Thanks, Ams.
Artist said with a smile. As they walk down the hall, they see flowers blooming in the hallway.
She knows we're here.
I figured she knew anyway since the fight downstairs put them on high alert. Amber said. The flower dies in Artist's hand. As they approach the courtroom door, they hear the dead becoming angry. Henry flies back to Artist.
She's alone. But why?
Because she thinks she can take us. But this time we're not alone. We'll defeat her together. Amber and Artist hug each other. Their bond is no match for the witch. They take a deep breath and open the door.
Rebecca kicks the door open and finds Kasumi overlooking the city.
You're here.
The view is lovely, isn't it? Kasumi turns around to face Rebecca. She looks disappointed.
Really, only you and the mutt showed up? I was expecting more.
If it helps, I am strong enough to take on the maids by myself.
You fought them?
Well, 3 of them. It was their help that I was reformed. Rebecca walks to Kasumi. I know what revenge has done to you. Because it happened to me. You become someone horrible. A monster. Kasumi stops Rebecca.
I got to see my son again. And you know what? He can't stand to be around me. I did everything to get even with his killers.
Kasumi, I can help.
Shut up, damn you.
Kasumi's eyes start to glow.
If you want to help, then you will finish me. Here and now, so my own son can forget about me.
Rebecca is stunned by her words. That's not, no. No, you're right. This has to end. For my friend's sake. I'm so sorry. Daniel makes the first move, charging at Kasumi. Does a roundhouse, but Daniel moves in the opposite direction, predicting her attacks. Daniel bites her arm and Kasumi starts punching him. Rebecca charges and getting a few hit in before Kasumi throws Daniel at Rebecca. Kasumi pushes her glasses in and charges at Daniel. She kicks him and he falls back. Kasumi starts beating him repeatedly until Rebecca stops her. However, Kasumi bites Rebecca, which causes bleeding. Rebecca dodges Kasumi's attacks, but the bite is making her slower than usual. Daniel notices this and comes to protect Rebecca. Rebecca moves slow enough for Kasumi to land a hit. Rebecca takes each blow to the face before falling to her knees. Kasumi charges her attack that will finish Rebecca. However, Daniel jumps in front of her and takes the hit. Daniel flies to the wall, leaving a trail of blood on the wall. Daniel. Rebecca cries. Daniel's eyes close with blood around him.
As the smoke clears the room, Alfred's team charges inside. They find the queen using her men as shield from the blast.
That was brutal. Even for you, Sally.
The queen said, dropping the body on the floor. Sometimes you to fight dirty with an enemy that does the same. The queen smiles.
I see you brought your boyfriend with you. Such a pretty face to waste. You also brought your ghost friend, I see. Which, by the way, didn't I kill you back in Wonderland?
Tiffany gives her a dirty look.
I've gotten stronger since our last encounter. I still see you're still ugly like in Wonderland.
Whatever, besides, all I want is Sally. My offer still stands back in Wonderland.
Alfred holds Sally's hand.
I won't let you harm my love, or my family, or anyone in this city ever again.
Sally kisses Alfred's cheek while the queen laughs.
You people are so stupid. I'll make sure none of you make it out alive and feed you to the flames.
Everyone prepares for the battle. The queen charges at Sally. Alfred blocks her attack but injures him in the process. Sally kicks the queen in the face. The queen grabs a chair to throw at Alfred. Tiffany grabs the chair while after turning invisible. The chair hits the queen and stumbles on at the window. Alfred and Sally kick her out the window and she falls to the ground. The queen gets back up and runs into the forest. The team jump out the window and follow her. Sally gets to the queen first but notices she also has a guitar.
Like my guitar? Got it as a gift for dying.
The queen plays a tune Sally recognizes. She's preparing to attack. Alfred and Tiffany make it in time for Sally to warn them. Hide. The queen strums her guitar, causing a shock wave around them. Alfred and Tiffany hide behind the tree while Sally flies from the blast. Alfred rushes to pick Sally up. The queen laughs as she tunes her guitar. This fight will be a long one.
Amber and Artist enter the courtroom. They find the witch sitting on Jane's throne. Amber looks at the jury. They are wrapped in flowers.
Aurora, you have returned to me.
My name is Artist. You killed the old me. The witch looks at Jane.
No, they did.
The witch looks at Jane.
You know your friends are ugly, right? Jane here has burned town villages, shot innocent people and got her leader killed.
The witch looks at Amber.
And this one, did you know she caused a plague that wiped out her town? She then murdered a preacher by draining the blood from him.
Artist looks at Amber. We all have done things we're not proud of. What makes them different from you is that they changed. They sought to fix their wrongs. Unlike you, that digs a deeper hole for yourself.
You don't think I tried. You don't understand. And maybe you'll never will.
The witch raises her staff at Jane.
If you wish to save her, then you must kill me. But you already have, so this shouldn't be a problem.
As the witch prepares to strike Jean, Henry breaks through the glass, stunning the witch. Jean breaks free from the witch's flowers that tied her hands. Jean rolls over to Amber.
I'm fine, hun, but we need to stop her.
The witch casts a fire spell. Amber and Jean dodge in time. They take cover behind the benches. I think you'll need this, Mom. Amber gives Jean her sidearm.
Thank you, my dear.
Jean checks the chamber to see her rounds are still in the magazine. Amber sneaks around the witch. Jean and Artist provide a distraction.
If I can't have you, then I'm burning this whole building to the ground.
The witch said, casting her spells recklessly as it spreads everywhere. Amber grabs her from behind. Artist rushes in for the attack, but the witch cuts Amber with her flowers and Artist accidentally hitting Amber. The witch laughs as Artist checks Amber's wounds. Her laugh is cut short when Jean fires back, hitting the witch in the shoulder.
After seeing Daniel wounded in battle, Rebecca starts to transform. The sky around her becomes dark and Kasumi becomes confused as it was still the middle of the day. As Rebecca's ears start to form, her hair grows longer and howls in the sky. Rebecca looks at Kasumi with rage. With a deep voice she says,
"You'll get what you deserve for fucking with me and my family."
Rebecca charges at Kasumi with fast speed. Kasumi doesn't stand a chance as she can't keep up with Rebecca. She claws at Kasumi. Red liquid splatters on the ground with each attack delivered by Rebecca. Despite how many hits Kasumi has taken, she still stands. However, Rebecca charges her attack that will end the fight. Kasumi also does the same. Both women charge at each other. Kasumi looks down to find Rebecca arming her. Rebecca pulls back, causing Kasumi to fall on her knees. Both women become tired at the fight, with Rebecca being the clear winning. With tears in Rebecca's eyes, she shouts, "Why did you make me do this? I wanted you to have a second chance." Kasumi holds her stomach.
Sorry to tell you, but I don't get a happy ending.
What?
You see, the whole reason I did this was for my son. I got to see him, but he couldn't stand the sight of me and my actions.
Kasumi stands up.
I didn't want to be brought back. I only did this to repay the witch. Funny, this where I met my end the first time. Only for fate to take me again here.
You can change it. I know how you felt. Bitter and angry at everyone that wronged you. I lost my family too, and they probably wouldn't be happy with me either. But I found redemption. You can too. Kasumi steps on the edge.
I'm sorry things had to end this way. I'm happy for you, but for me this is the end. My son was my everything. Goodbye, Rebecca.
No. Rebecca rushes to grab Kasumi, but barely misses her. Rebecca cries as she failed her quest. Rebecca rushes to Daniel. He tries to stand but falls. He has a puncture wound. Don't worry, buddy. I'm taking you home. Rebecca picks up Daniel and kicks the door open. The Queen's troops see Rebecca and open fire. Rebecca runs as she dodges the bullets. However, a few hit Rebecca. She ignores the pain and continues to run. One hits her leg and she drops Daniel. As the troops walk towards Rebecca, wolves appear and attack them. Bigby lifts Rebecca up.
Take my son.
Bigby said, holding off the troops. Rebecca takes Daniel and limps away. She looks outside to see fire in the forest. Rebecca passes some roses that are dying before her. She knows war is over, however the sun is setting and the dead are getting angry. A door opens behind her with the dead rushing towards her. She locks the door behind her and continues. Through sheer willpower, Rebecca finally makes it outside. She falls to her knees. We did it, buddy. We won. Rebecca passes out on the floor as a pool of blood forms around her.
The fight continues with the Queen. Alfred points his sidearm and fires. The Queen deflects with her guitar.
Sorry, handsome, but cheap shots don't work on me. But seeing as that you like trash, I'm not surprised.
The Queen continues to taunt Alfred as he reloads. Tiffany charges in with a kick that knocks the Queen off her feet.
Funny, you always looked better on your back. It suits you,
Tiffany said while laughing. The Queen throws a rock at Tiffany. Sally blocks it with her guitar, now in her undead form.
You're one to talk about cheap shots.
The Queen jumps back up and knocks Sally and Tiffany back with her guitar. The Queen continues to strum her guitar, causing Tiffany and Sally to hold their ears. Alfred shots the Queen's hand, making her drop her pick. Alfred's gun jams as the Queen approaches. She grabs him by the choking him. His eyes turn red until the Queen drops him. She strikes him in the back of the head.
Tiffany and Sally scream as Alfred lies lifeless on the floor. Something inside Tiffany awakens.
Remember who you are.
Tiffany's appearance changes. Her red dress turns into a military uniform. The Queen smiles.
Finally, a challenge. I'll be sure to make it slow and painful.
Tiffany's power causes the sky to turn dark. Sally and the Queen stand still. Neither of them can see each other or Tiffany. Tiffany uppercuts the Queen in the air. She grabs the Queen's leg and hits her on a tree. Tiffany repeats this process 3 times until she throws the Queen. The Queen tries to recover quickly but loses sight of Tiffany again. Whispers of cries surround the Queen. The Queen plays her guitar, aim it recklessly. Tiffany grabs the Queen's arm and breaks it. The Queen screams in pain as the light comes back.
You think this will stop me?
The Queen uses the tree to snap her arm back in place. Sally stands next to Tiffany.
Nice work, sis, but she's mine.
Tiffany steps back. Sally grins at the Queen.
I'll wipe that smirk off your face, you bitch.
Before the Queen can finish, Sally plays a riff that pushes the Queen on a tree. Sally's riffs causes a spark that lights the forest on fire. The flames quickly surrounded them. As if fate wants them to fight, the Queen and Sally play their riffs. The waves are causing the fire to spread. As the Queen struggles, Sally laughs and sings.
While I sink to the bottom, I'll sing out as it fills with water. I hope I've done enough.
The Queen barks back.
Bring it, traitor.
Both walk closer to each other as the music becomes more violent. Sally falls on one knee due to how intense the battle is. The Queen smiles, thinking she won the fight. As she walks closer to Sally, she raises her guitar in the air.
You're finished, brat.
Sally surprises the Queen by biting her in the neck. Sally digs deep into her bite, causing the Queen to drop her guitar.
The Queen uses the tree to snap her arm back in place. Sally stands next to Tiffany.
You think you've won? You just proved my point. You're a monster. You will destroy this world.
Sally, still in her zombie form, talks back.
This world has already destroyed me, but my friends and my lover have rebuilt me.
The Queen laughs.
They're just as messed up as you are. The only sane one was that man, but I already killed him.
Sally turns back to Alfred's lifeless body.
I did it again. I doubt Grim will let you keep him.
Tiffany looks at the guitar strings on the floor. Hey Sal, how sharp do you think those strings are? Sally looks at Tiffany.
I don't know. Why don't we give it a try? We have the perfect rat to test it on.
The Queen laughs again.
You're both sick. I love it. Do it, you bastards.
Sally and Tiffany both the guitar string on both ends and bring it towards the Queen. The string makes contact with the neck. Squishy sounds can be heard from the deed, ending the queen reign.
Sally returns to normal and runs over to Alfred. She checks on Alfred. He's barely breathing.
Sal, we need to leave. Now.
Tiffany said with a tree falling next to them. Sally holds Alfred as they retreat. The flames around them block their path and soon become stuck. Alfred breathing starts to slow. He's not breathing. Sally screams. Without thinking, Sally kisses Alfred. She holds him close as she knows this is the end. Alfred opens his eyes and smiles.
You're holding my heart in your hands.
Alfred said in a soft voice. Shut up, dork. Sally said with tears in her eyes. Tiffany holds both of them together. As the flames increase, they all look at each other. With Tiffany as their witness, Alfred proposes.
I know it's late now, but I want you to know you've made the happiest man alive. I regret not purposing to you, but...
I do. Sally and Alfred kiss. They both pass out. As this forest becomes their tomb, the lovers hold hands even in death.
During this time, the fight against the witch continues. She casts fire towards Jane. Jane uses the benches for cover trading shots. Artist casts her own spells and Amber provides a shield for Artist, taking the hits so Artist can be safe.
Artist. Amber. I'm running dry on ammunition.
Don't worry, Mom. We got this, Artist said. The witch becomes angry hearing Artist say that and focus her attention towards Artist. Amber blocks the witch's spell. Amber.
I'm fine. Finish the fight,
Amber said, holding her burnt arm. As the witch continues her fire spells, Artist deflects them, spinning her staff as she does it. Artist finally charges at the witch but is caught off guard when the witch grabs her by the throat. Artist coughs as it becomes hard to breathe.
Goodbye, Aurora.
Before the witch could strike, Jane throws her knife. The witch drops Artist and faces Jane.
Touching any of my children equals death,
Jane said with her judge's persona.
Judge comes out and smiles.
Defying death itself, I see. No matter, justice will prevail.
Judge charges at the witch with great speed. She tries to grab the judge, however, making contact with Jane's skin. She notices her skin is cold as ice. Judge smiles and smacks the witch across the room. Amber holds Artist as she has a hard time breathing. They both look in horror as the fight continues. The witch casts spells against the judge.
Haven't you learned? Your black magic doesn't work in my court,
Judge said, holding the witch's wrist.
That's where you're wrong.
The witch pulls a knife from her robe with her other hand and stabs the judge. The judge coughs black ink on the ground.
What?
Judge said, holding her side.
You don't think a witch knows how to stop another witch? You're a fool.
The judge looks back at Artist and Amber and says,
I'm sorry.
The witch stomps on Jane. Her heel is on Jane's head. Amber stands to face the witch alone.
I know you. You think you can, huh?
Amber throws a chair at the witch. The witch dodges in time. However, when she looks up, Amber punches the witch. The witch counters by swinging her knife. Amber takes the stab on her arm without showing any pain.
What the hell? Poison that blade with garlic. That should have ended you. How are you still standing?
The witch yelled. Amber pulls the knife out. Clearly you don't know enough about me. Sure, you know my background, but you don't know the experience I have. You don't know the hell I've lived in. The things I did. My body has been through more abuse than you can believe. You're not the first witch I've faced, and maybe not the last. Now armed with a knife, Amber shows how deadly she is. The witch fires her spell only for Amber to deflect the spell. The blade becomes red from the spell. The witch tries to grab Amber. She is too slow and Amber jumps above her. When she lands, she cuts the back of the ankles. This causes the witch to fall on her knees. Amber holds the knife at the witch. Amber be the victor of this battle. However, Artist stops her from going further.
Amber, that's enough. She's been defeated.
Amber stares into the witch's eyes. She knows she'll only return and never leave Artist alone.
Ams, you cut her joints. She can't easily move.
Amber moves the knife away from the witch's throat.
This doesn't change anything. You're just as ugly as me, Amber.
Maybe, but that doesn't mean I will let the world shape into the monster it wants me to become. I'm their hero and I plan to keep my promise. Amber looks at Artist. Even if it hurts me. Artist hugs Amber.
Thank you, sis.
Artist cries.
Even so, this world hates us. Doesn't matter what much good we do. They'll always find a way to hate us. You can't rely.
A loud bang can be heard shattering the glass and hitting the witch. She falls over, having died from her wounds. Artist sees a nun smile and repel away. When they both look out the window, she is gone.
Was that the nun Mom was talking about?
I don't know. Jane.
As they check on Jane, she is unresponsive. Amber quickly grabs her and carries her on her back. As they leave the courtroom, they hear gunfire from down the hall. As they enter the hallway, they see the Queen's troops fighting the wolves. Artist grabs one of the rifles on the floor and returns fire. She provides covering fire as the Amber retreats. They see Bigby struggling as one troop is restraining him. Artist shoots at the troop, which leaves him open for Bigby to attack.
Thank you. But hurry, Rebecca has my son and she needs help.
Artist nods and escorts Amber to the exit. As they run downstairs, they see the dead banging on door. They slowly turn to Artist, hungry. Artist raises her rifle. I'm sorry. I know you can't control it. As she fires, the bullets shred through their outfits and fall violently on the floor. Just as Artist's rifle runs dry, she takes out her feather and fights off the remaining dead. With one more push, they are able to escape.
The paramedics rush to take Jane from Amber. They put a breathing mask on Jane as they push her in the stretcher. Artist holds Jane's hand as they enter the ambulance together. Amber looks around her to see everyone she loves injured. Daniel and Rebecca are lying on the floor. Rebecca has bullet wounds all over her. Daniel isn't breathing. Amber turns around to find more paramedics pushing the stretcher. As they stop, an arm falls off the stretcher. It's Alfred's. Amber rushes over. Stop. What happened?
Ma'am, please, we need to examine the body.
What do you mean? What happened to my brother?
I'm afraid he's dead.
What? No.
Kind of. He seems to breath a bit around the girl. Same with her too.
What about my Tiffany?
Who, the blonde girl? She's breathing but in critical condition. Everyone here is.
Amber backs away as they take them to the hospital. Although Rod is defeated, Amber lost more than she wanted. She questions if this war was worth it. It's been a week since the courthouse incident. Things aren't looking too great. Everyone's in critical condition. Rebecca had surgery to remove the bullets from her body. Somehow she's making a fast recovery. Daniel stopped breathing on and off. Bigby and the children haven't left his side since he got here. Alfred and Sally can't live without each other. They were put in the same room together. I had them hold hands, which seemed to improve their condition. When they tried to give Alfred a bath in the other room, his heart stopped. What happened that caused such a bond? Jane is in a coma. Artist hasn't left her side since she got here. Artist hasn't eaten, and I'm worried about her mental state. She saw her own mother die before her. Her revenge was robbed from her. And me? I haven't gotten much sleep either. I can't believe my whole family is in the hospital. I really did fail them again. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't want to be alone again.